In this presentation, we're going to talk about adjustment messages and goodwill messages. An adjustment is a written reply to a customer claim, and the reply seeks to rectify the wrong, regain customer confidence, and promote future business. Most businesses, they make their adjustments promptly. They replace merchandise, refund money, extend discounts, send coupons, repair goods. In fact, social media have shortened the response time drastically to mere minutes or hours, not days. Chapter 7 is going to discuss the indirect strategy for delivering negative news. You have 3 goals in adjustment messages: rectify the wrong, if the wrong exists, regain the customer's confidence, and promote future business with that customer. So here's your writing plan to create a positive adjustment message. Your subject line, you want to identify the previous correspondence and refer to the main topic. In the opening, you want to grant the request or announce the adjustment immediately. Then you can provide details in the body. You can regain the customer's confidence there and even apologize, but don't admit negligence. That's very important if you ever own your business, that you can apologize, but don't ever admit negligence. In the closing, you want to end on a good note. Express confidence about future business relations. Include a sales promotion if appropriate. And try to end on a happy note. Make it positive. So there's a model document that's going to show you the first and second drafts of a customer adjustment letter, and we'll look at that in just a second. When writing your message, you want to present the good news immediately. Don't use emotion, don't express anger, and you want to avoid half-hearted or reluctant responses. So let's look at a first and second draft of a customer adjustment letter. Here is the before revision letter, and it says, "Your complaint letter has reached my desk. I assure you we take all inquiries about missing shipments seriously. However, you failed to supply the correct address." There's a mistake here because we did not reveal the good news immediately, and we put the blame on the customer. After receiving your complaint, our investigators looked into your problem shipment and determined it was sent immediately after we received the order. According to the shipper's records, it was delivered to the warehouse address given on your stationery. And it says, "I see from your current stationery that your company has a new address. With this proper address, we probably could have delivered this shipment." So if this is very negative, sarcasm, we don't want any of that. And then, although we feel that it is entirely appropriate to charge you shipment and restocking fees, as is our standard practice on return goods, in this instant, we will waive those fees. We hope this second shipment finally catches up with you as your current address. So this sounds grudging and reluctant. Here is an example of how you write a revised adjustment letter. You use the customer's name in the salutation right there, and your subject line, your May 17th letter about your purchase order, good news immediately. It says it's on its way and it should arrive on May 29th. And then it regains confidence of the customer by explaining what happened and by suggesting plans for improvement. When no one at the address would accept the shipment, it was returned to us. Now that I have your letter, I see that the order should have been sent to. When an order is undeliverable, we usually try to verify the shipping address by telephoning the customer. Somehow the return of the shipment was not caught by our normally painstaking shipment clerks. You can be sure I will investigate shipping and return procedures with our clerks immediately to see if we can improve existing methods. So see, we're not blaming the customer. And then it closes confidently with genuine appeal for customers' respect. Your respect is important to us, Mr. Vasaki. Although our rock bottom discount prices have enabled us to build a volume business, we don't want to be so large that we lose touch with valued customers like you. Over the years, our customers' respect has made us successful, and we hope that the prompt delivery of this shipment will retain yours. So this is a model document to use when you're writing an adjustment letter. Remember, when you're revealing good news and writing your adjustment message, don't express anger, and make sure you give the good news immediately, like it did in the model document we just looked at. Explain compliance in the message. This is how you are complying with the claim. Try to regain the customer's trust. Explain what changes will be made. Avoid emphasizing negative words. And keep your message positive and upbeat. Remember the model document in model document 6.5 that we looked at, the writer promised to investigate shipping procedures to see if there's some improvements that can be made to avoid this from happening to someone else. Okay, you decide whether to apologize. Please pay attention here, especially if you are ever in this situation, if you own a business or work for a company. Attorneys generally discourage apologies, fearing that they will trigger lawsuits. So there are what's called apology laws, and these are laws passed by some states that allow an expression of regret without fear that such a statement would be used as a basis for liability in court. Some business writing experts, they advise against apologies. If you do apologize, do it early and briefly. I'm sorry is good, yet often used in place of I apologize. But I'm sorry is when we step on someone's toes or someone passes away. I apologize is a stronger and better word when someone has gone wrong in the business world. So don't say I'm sorry. If you're going to apologize, say I apologize. If we mishandle a situation, it's I apologize. The phrase no problem tops the list of words that annoy customers and clients. Thank you and you're welcome are not used enough. The importance of each is underrated. So remember, I apologize. Say thank you and you're welcome. Do not say no problem. And to regain confidence of your customer, consider including resale information. Describe a product's features and any special applications that might appeal to the customer. Promote a new product if it seems appropriate. But never blame the customer, never blame individuals. Don't make unrealistic promises and don't use negative language. Show confidence in the closing. Here are some positive, confident closings. You were most helpful in informing us of the situation and permitting us to correct it. We appreciate your thoughtfulness in writing to us. For your patience and patronage, we are truly grateful. Thanks for your writing. Your satisfaction is important to us. We hope that this refund check convinces you that the service of our customers is number one priority. Our goals are to earn your confidence and to continue to justify that confidence with quality products and excellent service. Those are all examples of confident, positive closings. Goodwill messages, we're going to briefly talk about those. In expressing thanks, recognition, or sympathy, you should do so promptly and concentrate on the 5 S's: selfless, specific, sincere, spontaneous, short. Focus the message on the receiver. Mention incidents or characteristics of the receiver. Let your words show genuine feelings. Keep the message fresh and enthusiastic, and keep it short. For sending a thank you letter, there's a model document that I'm going to show you. So here is the model document thank you letter for a favor. It opens directly with the purpose of the message and thanks. It personalizes the message with specific reference to the presentation. It spotlights the reader's talents. And it concludes with a compliment and gratitude and a reference initials. So this is, I'm not going to read this, but definitely look at it. And if you have to write a thank you note, this is a great model document to use. And Goodwill messages, or if you're expressing thanks for a gift, tell what it means. Use sincere, simple statements. Sending thanks for a favor. Explain the importance of the gesture. Saying thank you for your hospitality. Compliment the fine food, the surroundings, excellent host. Recognizing employees for their contribution. Be specific and make the person feel appreciated. Answering a congratulatory note. Keep it short and simple. If you're responding to praise, use simple words in conveying your appreciation. Here's an example where you can respond to praise. Very short. Your note about my work made me feel good. I'm grateful for your thoughtfulness. Expressing sympathy and condolences. Refer to the death or misfortune sensitively. Use words that show you understand what a crushing blow it is. In the case of death, praise the deceased in a personal way. Offer assistance without going into excessive detail. And then end it on a reassuring, forward-looking note. Handwritten letters are always more personable to me. I love a handwritten letter. Write condolences. Mention the loss tactfully. I will say that we have a ministry at our church where we meet and we send out cards to people that are sick, that are on our prayer list, that have had birthdays. And I think it's a great ministry. People really like to get handwritten cards. Email is acceptable if you frequently communicate with the person by email. And if you're sure you will not get lost in a cluttered inbox. My mom actually sends me a e-card for my birthday and for the kids' birthdays. And I like that, but like I said, I love anything that's handwritten and something that I get in the mail. Proceed a phone call or handwritten condolence message with an email. Email messages are quickly gone and forgotten, while handwritten or printed messages remain and can be savored. And I do save my cards that I get. I really appreciate cards. So I challenge you this week to write a Goodwill message. Send somebody a thank you note or a thinking of you note or just because note, because you will really make someone's day. And try to use the format that we discussed.